Sarah cleared out her 401k, maxed out all of her credit cards, and sent her life savings to this man. Sarah opened up an account on Feetfinder and has resorted to selling images of her feet to people online to make ends meet.
Is there anything that you want to say to Brian?
No, just that I love him and that I am super glad that he's willing to stand by me through the worst thing that I've ever done, and that I will probably, hopefully, ever do, and that he's here to help me through it, and that he's been my rock the whole time. I mean, I would not be here if it wasn't for him.
Like I said, I'm here to support you any way I can.
I know.
And it's just money. I don't care if it's $50,000, $100,000, $200,000. I don't care. It's just money.
This is crazy work. So the title of the video that we're reacting to is wrong. It shouldn't say romance scam cost wife $250,000. Beware. It should instead say what happens when you don't know how to walk away as a man. These are the consequences you need to deal with. This is the real beware cautionary tale.
Sarah claims her intentions were only to be friends. The two messaged each other and started an online relationship. She has sent hundreds of thousands of dollars in hopes to meet this man in person.
Where do I find a friend like her? We could all use an extra couple $100,000. Sign me up.
My name is Sarah. I'm married. Have been for 22 years. My husband is very supportive with all my weird, crazy wackiness.
Crazy wackiness. Okay. She means she's obsessed with penis.
I am obsessed with penis. I have a penis that looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, one that looks like a dragon, crocheted ones. Any costume that I had, I would pin penises on it. It's just like I was a Christmas tree one time and the ornaments were a penis. I'm just quirky and weird and everything when it comes to that. And I don't always stop and think of the consequences to my actions.
Brian supported all of Sarah's hobbies and interests.
And this is when you need to run out the door. Quirky, weird, wacky, crazy. No. This is her displaying her red flags on a silver platter. And the husband said, yeah, I'll support you. All good, dearest.
He even agreed it was okay for Sarah to have friendships with strangers over the internet.
I talk to people online. It's not a new thing. I don't think it is wrong for somebody to have relationships of both sexes.
And this is why it's hard to feel bad for the husband. She doesn't respect the relationship or him, and he doesn't respect himself, so how can she respect him? I bet you if he was online talking to other women, she would have a problem with it. But the way it's going right now, she knows he doesn't have any other options. She knows that she can take him for granted because he's not going anywhere.
Do we let other people in our sex life? No. Would he be open to it if I did? If I wanted that? Probably, just because that's how he is. Would he do it? I don't think so.
Brian trusted Sarah. He didn't suspect anything when he caught his wife chatting with John through Instagram direct messages.
Another great opportunity to walk away, but this man with his people pleasing and his I'm not insecure, go ahead honey, go talk to men online. Yeah, not a problem. I'm starting to think that this man has a humiliation fetish. Like, why would you even want this posted online? Like, I swear, if this was on Reddit, if someone typed out the story on Reddit and I read through this, I would say, fuck you, this is an AI generated story because there's just no way.
John and Sarah would talk all through the morning and night. The relationship started to become more intimate by the day.
I thought he was very nice. Obviously, he was easy on the eyes. Blue eyes. Brown hair. No beard, but sometimes he does have a beard. He looks like he probably works out quite a bit. Nice, like, six-pack. He does have some tattoos. One's on his chest. And then his arm is tatted up as well. But to me, he's just a very attractive man. And it was nice to have somebody that looked like that think that I was pretty.
This is a picture perfect Black Pillar's wet dream. You got the oofy doofy, reliable, dependable husband, and then who she really wants. This is where biology kicks in.
After the first time he asked for money is probably when it started going downhill. I probably sent him money every week to 2 weeks for probably a good solid 6 to 8 months.
John had all of Sarah's personal information, emails, passwords, debit and credit card PIN numbers too.
He has my social security, he has my driver's license, he has my full name, he knows who my parents' names are, he knows my sister's name. He could destroy me, for sure. I haven't sent him any money now. It's been 2 weeks now that I had the last time I sent him money, and that was simply because he was starving.
She just can't help herself. She has to give Chad all of her money to feel worthy. This is on the same level of men paying the OnlyFans girls or the Twitch thoughts.
No, now he's in the United States, and I said, you're close enough, like you're 8 hours away from me. Why don't I take a road trip? I can take a road trip. I can take some time. I have time off. We can meet somewhere. I want him to follow through with what he has promised me, which is, 1, coming to meet me.
You mean to come fuck you. You've invested a lot of money and now you want to be wacky crazy. Remember, you love penis.
Because in the beginning, I did want to meet him. I thought it would be nice. I thought it would be cool. And my husband was okay with it at that time. I have nothing to hide. I'm owning my mistake. I'm owning what I did. And I hope that people respect me for that, because I have nothing to hide. I don't feel like I necessarily did anything wrong. I think most of the blame lays on this particular person because he was deceitful.
All of the blame on the scammer. The scammer's the deceitful one. What the scammer did to her is nothing compared to what she's doing to her husband. See, it's one thing if her husband gets his rocks off by seeing her with other men. If he wants to be a cuck and that's his thing, whatever. But he clearly doesn't like it, and she doesn't care. She's all about herself.
The couple are doing everything they can to get back on their feet. Sarah opened up an account on Feetfinder and has resorted to selling images of her feet to people online to make ends meet.
Hey, I know the producers are trolling in the background. They're doing everything they can do to get back on their feet. Feetfinder. I see you.
I would try to hustle, like by selling feet pictures and that kind of weird stuff as well. It's not like I'm rolling in dough or anything like that. I'm trying to make a living, and you can sell feet pictures, but and stuff like that. I only sold a couple of those, and then a couple people bought me pedicures. I confessed everything to my husband and told him how much money I have sent John and everything, and he basically said it's money. And
honey, I know we're down $250,000, but I made $30 off feet pictures. And why are her feet blurred out? Why are they protected on this? What is going on?
We wanted to give Sarah the time to talk about her relationship with John. From how she described it, it seemed that there was intimacy involved, but her husband was okay with it. Brian then sat down with us to give his perspective on the situation, and this is what he had to say.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Obviously, we spoke to Sarah. This has been going on for a few years. Walk us through, what's been going on.
I just see it as it's just another day. it's just more of the usual.
So up until this point, you still don't know the full story or the details?
Yeah, I don't know anything about John. I didn't even know his name until the other day. The only thing she really told me is that she was scammed out of about $60,000 and it was all investments that she lost.
So she was lying about her husband knowing anything about John, and of course the amount of debt that they're actually under. This is a point in time now where you would take off the mic, say, "Thank you guys, I appreciate all of your help," and get out of there. But here we go.
There may have been losses more than 60,000.
Okay.
I'm just being honest with you.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. The only thing I wanted to do when she told me was I just wanted to support her any way I could because I knew she was in a really bad place.
When she continued to talk to him, like, how did that make you feel?
Honestly, I didn't know about that until today.
Your guys' relationship is your guys' relationship, but our goal is to help you guys out, to bring closure. Sounds like you're incredibly supportive, which is, how you keep a marriage going, right?
There's a difference between being an incredibly supportive husband and being a doormat that gets walked all over. Know the difference. You can talk shit about the red pill and people like Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate, but for all of the bad things or whatever people think about them, they do tell you they have a consistent theme with having backbone, being able to stand up for yourself. A lot of men go through this shit every day and then get gaslit to believe that they're the bear.
Brian didn't seem to know about a lot of the details between Sarah and John. To be honest, it didn't seem like he wanted to know. But he did want to support his wife, whether John was real or not. We brought them together, and it was time to let them know what we had found.
We did happen to find the real person in the image. The real man in the image, his name is Anthony Tingle.
He's not a celebrity or anybody that you guys would know, but he is somebody that has his image stolen all the time.
It turns out that John was lying about who he said he was. These images were stolen from a man by the name of Anthony. This man has nothing to do with the scam. He's a regular guy, and whoever was behind this profile using the alias John stole all of this innocent man's photos off of his social media profile. Unfortunately, John does not exist, and this whole thing was a romance scam.
That makes me feel better to know that I have a name now, and I know that this person is using his image. So that makes me feel better.
He's a victim too.
Yeah, because he's a victim. Yes.
What are things looking like for you guys? Like how are you guys seeing things moving forward?
I know I've learned my lesson, and I will never be doing anything like this ever again.
She's not gonna learn her lesson, and this is how I know.
Sarah, I know you like being on the internet. You like making friends. For yourself, just stay safe.
Yeah, I learned my lesson. We will not be sending anybody money unless it's somebody like physically, like I'm delivering it to them and I know who they are and they're super close friends with me, or they're actually a family member of mine and I am hand delivering it to them. I will never do this ever again.
This whole situation, where does this leave you and your marriage with your husband?
We've talked obviously about all of this, and right now Brian is pretty cool about everything. He's still in it for the long haul just like I am. So
The only thing that she learned now is that she needs to see him in person now before she gives Chad the money. Guys, live and learn. You can either learn by making mistakes or you can learn from watching other people make mistakes. That's the great thing about being a human. You can learn from watching others. Stay safe out there. Good luck.